I'm John Corrigan with ASI Media, and today I'm joined by my colleague, ASI Social Media Manager Melissa Newman. Melissa's going to tell us about an exciting social media campaign she's organizing for what will now be the second year in a row. It's called hashtag Promo in the Wild, and it was a massive hit last year, generating buzz for the promo industry and garnering awards. This year's version figures to be even bigger and better. Melissa, thanks for taking the time to join me. How are
Oh my
you?
God. Thank you, John. I appreciate you so much interviewing me about, this campaign. I'm excited to be here and answer all your questions and our audience questions about this campaign. And also, what a cool introduction. Can you follow me around and introduce me?
Well, this is a big deal. To get into it, you did come up with this campaign, right?
So it's crazy because that hashtag, I've been at ASI for about a year and a half now. So when I stepped in, I was so lucky. I couldn't have been luckier because the person that I replaced was so religious about keeping documentation and did a social media strategy every year. So this hashtag, there wasn't a vehicle for it yet, but we were looking for ways to kind of boost our Instagram engagement because at that time, Patrick, he had a role that was more solely customer service until it kind of started to transition before he left. And we started to build out social media as another way for us to distribute content, just not select articles, but more kind of consistently. So I think for him, he just never got there to thinking of a concept. And that hashtag, back when we used to have an older social media marketing program in ASI Creative Labs, if I'm not mistaken, Holly and another girl were using it with some of the clients. So it's definitely one that's been at ASI. So we were ready to launch a social media campaign, and we were just we need to do something with this awesome hashtag because it's great, right? Promo in the wild. It's such a fun hashtag for us. And then I just came up with a vehicle for us to do the initial campaign. And I mean, the response was just so awesome.
So what exactly is Promo in the Wild for people who are just hearing about it for the first time?
Yeah, great question. So Promo in the Wild is a concentrated social media marketing campaign that the Advertising Specialty Institute launched last year, July 1st, that we're redoing again this year. So originally, promotional products professionals to do is when you see a promotional product out in the wild, whether it's at your desk, whether it's on your car, whether it's a band t-shirt, whether you're at your favorite restaurant, a piece of a branded promotional product, I should say, create a cool post, tag us on social on either LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and use hashtag Promo in the Wild so we can track all the entries and everything. And then what we were doing is we were doing a winner every week of $25, and then we had a final winner who received, I believe, $100. So it was really cool. It was a social media marketing campaign that was also a contest/giveaway. So.
And as you alluded to earlier, a great response. People really seem to enjoy it, and you also were recognized for it with an award. What can you tell us about that?
So it was. I still think I'm being punked, John. Honestly, it's what?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's so nice. I think it's probably for all the marketing professionals who are watching it, just another reminder to always track your metrics because I'm just all right, this campaign, we had great success from our audience, our engagement increased, we had good reach, we had some great companies and promo professionals participate. I love the response, but I'm all right, it's one and done, we'll move on to the next thing. So when Dawn had reached out to me about submitting it for a couple of upcoming award showcases, I was we're probably not going to get anything. There's no way. No, and then the fact that it won 3 awards, a Hermes Creative Award, it also won a Neil Award and ASBE, right? Yeah, I know. Yay! No, thank you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. And I was just so flattered. It was so nice, and it was just such cool recognition for a campaign that again, we just launched it with the best of intentions, and it just paid back again and again.
That's awesome. It's such a great idea, and it was inspiring that you took the initiative to kind of take this dormant property and blow it up and make this, such a relevant aspect of the industry right now, especially on social media. Why should, kind of taking it from your advice and your perspective and seeing the success of this, why should companies run social media campaigns like this?
That's a really excellent question. So I think for a multitude of reasons, for us, I think, again, we've been around for a long time, but there's always new promotional products professionals that are entering this industry every year. So it helps us with awareness. I think it's also a more effective way to distribute content. It's a ready-made vehicle for you to engage with your audience, and I think anytime that you can have an effort that, I am a transparent person. I think partially the reason we had such a great response from our industry is they were kind of hit on multiple channels. We had web exclusives from your team, like Teresa, Chris, Sarah. We had people who were doing podcasts, like myself and Ben. We also had a press release that was written by Dawn. So it was a social media contest and campaign. But I think, like most concentrated marketing efforts, when they kind of hit everybody on different channels, they always have the best success. And I feel like, some people don't necessarily tie engagement in as like being maybe an important metric or insight, right? They're like, where's that transaction? Like, where's that money? Like, how are we going to pay ourselves some likes? But it's like, it's that no like and trust factor. And I think, you build that connection, that trust with your audience, and it's a positive way that's not a hard sell or salesy to kind of grab their attention. So I think those are some,
Absolutely.
the positive reasons to do so.
Now, you mentioned it being kind of a team effort that really did
Mhm.
make this vibrant, throughout the industry. Let's say, some of these smaller companies that don't really have a lot of people. Is it still possible for them to kind of run a successful social media campaign with just a one-man team, one woman team?
Yeah, I 100% think so. And I think, it's just really about being realistic with your expectations. Like, don't you think as well, like you handle a different form of content that obviously we produce for ASI, right? You're always like breaking news stories, following them with great case studies, or sharing like insights that can help people do business better in this industry. So I feel like it's more of just what resources do you have if you're a small team. Maybe you can only do so many campaigns that are integrated a year, or maybe you have to plan them so far out in advance so you can make sure you hit every touch point that you have. But it's definitely possible. And I feel like really, your creativity is your only limit. There's so many unique things that people are doing on social, and they are one person teams and they're knocking it out of the park. So definitely don't let that stop you from doing something cool.
Let's give a shout out to Alan Letson, who is so excited to hashtag promo in the wild. It's already blowing up over here. Thanks for watching and listening, Alan. I do just want to ask. Last year, from that campaign, was there one that stuck out to you, or one that you still think of that you thought, oh, that was a really cool idea for them to use promo in the wild? Somewhere unique maybe that you saw someone post from.
you know, it wasn't necessary. So there's one, drop it in the comments because I'm not always the best with names, but it was a sales representative, one of the winners from Gemline, I believe. And he
Okay.
took a side pic of his wife in a branded mask, because it was the height of the pandemic, and
Yeah.
they were at Walmart getting items. And I just thought it was so cool because to me, it put everything in perspective. Like, for somebody who's new to this industry, promo has been a part of my life for so long, like it's so ubiquitous and it's everywhere. And it's like, it was just such a cool shot that I feel like just had like a homemade feel. Like it's just him and his wife shopping together. We got her on the fly, like walking down the aisle. And I was like, this is just so cute and sweet. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorites.
I forgot about that. The success of this was all during the pandemic. That people aren't really leaving their homes, and yet it's exciting for them to go out, and it's something to get their mind off of everything going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think like a lot of people, like it came at a good time. I think, again, I was really lucky. I was able to bounce this idea off of people, like whether our writers' meetings or meeting with Dawn or Vin, really think about the mechanics, because I think if we had done it a couple of months earlier with everything going on and us kind of just going into lockdown, it wouldn't have been appropriate. It would have been very tone deaf. But I think we timed it just right, kind of when people were starting to venture out a little bit more. They were still in their pods, they were still practicing being socially distanced, wearing masks and things of that nature. But it's that escapism piece. Like people want to go online and, find some positivity. So I think it was just like a nice morale boost for our industry.
Absolutely. And when you need a morale boost, you go to Nathaniel Kuzma, who commented, other than him, who posted from the beach in the Outer Banks, a very, tradition for the Kuzma family to leave us all here and venture down south. But thanks, Nate, for viewing and listening. As we get ready to wrap up here, tell everybody what they need to know about Promo in the Wild this year. Is there anything they need to do differently to participate and to win?
Oh, excellent question. So, double the fun. So, we did it for 1 month last year. So, ASI Promo in the Wild round 2 kicks off this July 1st and it runs for 8 weeks. So, 2 months. And each week on a Friday, a creator with their posts will be chosen. Like it'll be like, so get creative, like have fun with your posts. I love to see what people will do this year, but I'll announce a winner on Friday and they'll receive a $25 Amazon gift card on behalf of ASI for participating and, spreading that promo love out there on the internet.
Absolutely. This is exciting. July 1st, hashtag Promo in the Wild, round 2 kicks off. And we all will be participating. And Melissa, once again, congrats to you for really pushing this concept through. I'm glad that people even outside the industry recognized this such a fun campaign, because that really is the idea of the campaign, is to get people outside the industry to know, what exactly a promotional product is.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words, and thank you and the team and everybody at ASI for supporting me. It's a team effort, so I really appreciate it, John.
Thank you, Melissa, and thanks for joining. And everyone, thanks for watching and listening. Alan and Nate, whoever else wants to watch and join next time here on Promo Insiders.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.